Clearly, in my mind, there's 3 steps, and I've told all my players this. And I think our success on the field, obviously, is the most successful franchise with 5 championships over the last 18 years. And I bought it in 10, was really instilling that back into the players that, look, we're going to do things right. And I think that's kind of the vibe around the league. At least what I've heard from the players on other teams and everything else is, look, we do things right? With how we treat the players and how we treat the organization, how we treat our employees here, because a player and a sales ticket person, to me, are just as crucial, right? They're both very important in the org chart. And sometimes it gets lost in the sauce when you see the players on TV and on the field, but there's a lot of people behind the scenes making things happen that are important too. So you got to do things right from top to bottom. And I think the biggest thing that we see from those 3 things is we had to get a commissioner. Had to happen. Had to get a new commissioner, somebody that brought a lot of sports media experience. We got that with Sandy. The next phase, and we sent this to all the players because it was important for them to understand the vision. The second part was getting the players taken care of. I do believe the players' salaries need to increase. We've done that. I've been fighting for that for 5 years, okay? And we needed to get that done, and we need to get to the point where our players are full-time, okay? But you can't just go hire a bunch of employees full-time if you don't have the revenue that backs it up, right? So it's got to be a team building, got to be better communication with the players. And I think all those things have taken place over the last 4 to 5 months pretty quickly under Sandy's leadership. And then the third part is the venue, right? If we don't have our own venues, we're irrelevant. We're playing in Navy, we're playing in Denver, we're playing in MLS Stadium, we're playing at Hopkins, we're playing at Towson. No matter what you do, we play at Navy. It's an awesome place. We love it. But to have a big N in the middle of the field and you look up in the bleachers and it says Navy, it's not our home. So, I think especially for team sports, right? I mean, it's one thing if you're a boxer, but for a team sport, you got to have a home, right? And you got to have something the community can embrace around you. So, lacrosse, is, to your point, we talked about this earlier, was community, right? So embracing that community, getting those venues built. So that was really around number 3, right? Is become part of that community fabric. To be able to compete with the Redskins, the Ravens, the Wizards, the Capitals, we have to have our own venue, a place we call home, where the community can come to and say, this is home, this puts professional lacrosse on the map. And that's something we've been working on now since 2011. I had the team a year later working on that. We're looking to break ground in 19 on the new complex. So it's huge for the pro game to have the first pro lacrosse stadium ever built. It's going to be, it's cool. So, we're going to bring a lot to that. We're going to bring that lacrosse field back of almost be on that hillside, sitting on the sidelines, to your point too, right? Don't lose who you are in that. But I think those are key components. And so I think we've accomplished 2 so far, which is, new commissioner, players, taking care of the players more, venues and media now on the take, right? So the venue, we're well down our path. I know the other teams are following suit on that behind us, kind of using our model, how we got to where we got to start really channeling that in. So I think the future for us would be having 12 teams and here around the corner and having 12 venues that we play in. That's really what made the NFL take off, the MLS take off, and especially in team sports, it's just such a crucial piece to it, right?